What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we'll be ranking the top 5 main ARs going in to the Call of Duty World Championship. Let's see who's been playing the best at the main AR role and who are going to be the ones that need to carry their team to victory to get that ring. At number 5 is going to be the Iceman accuracy. It definitely is not said enough what he does for this team. Through the listen-ins, through the prep to get this team to be in such good position. Maybe you look right here. Hill time per 10 minutes, 88.7. This guy absolutely loves sitting in the hill. His issue is he's like tries to be too much of a team player sometimes, where he just needs to, go do his own thing, go pop a two-piece or make a play on the map. But he just tries to be too good of a teammate and only let his teammates be in those positions to make those crazy plays like that. So Lamar is a fantastic teammate and honestly the perfect leader for this team of young guns. We got Pred, who's a rookie, Sib, who's a rookie. Max been in pro for like 2 seasons, but still on the younger side. So if they didn't have Lamar on this team, I don't think they would find as much success as they have this season. And they're one of my dark horses at COD Champs. I'm expecting them to be in the final versus FaZe. I know that's crazy to say, but I'm expecting big things out of them because they always go to last, then they go to first, last, and like really good placing. So I'm getting top 2, top 3-ish at Champs. So we'll see if they prove me right or if they prove me wrong. But Lamar, he's going to need to get the troops into shape, make sure they're rotating, breaking hills right, holding hills good, getting the S&Ds on point. And we're going to need to see a couple of accuracy clutches, some ninja diffuses or some 1v3s, whatever it may be, because he always somehow finds a way to pull off a miracle clutch or just a crazy clutch when they need it most. So I'm expecting big things out of him and the squad going into COD Champs. And that's why I got him at number 5. At number 4, we will have the one and only Crimsix Porter. Probably the greatest COD player of all time. Definitely the most successful and achieved COD player of all time. I think he's like, 37 or 36? I don't know. Some crazy tournament wins. And if you do look at the stats, it won't show the full what he does for his team. But they are the best hardpoint team at the moment. And they're about like 1 game mode away from being a team that could just easily win an event. But Ian does so much for this team. He has them just rotating, giving them the highest chance of rotation to break or to get to hills, how to break hills, how to hold hills. And everyone knows what he brings to the table because no matter what team he's on, they're always finding success. They're always winning. He's always playing really, really well. And I think people will say like this might be his worst game, but the aggression and everything he does on the map really helps his team put them in good position to win. So I don't think you can really underestimate how much he does. He's definitely the leader, and he just kind of looks over people, lets his young guns run around, take care of business on the map while he just posts up, kills people, and then sprints in and tries to bob a 2-piece alongside them. So that's what I got him at number 4. And like I said, this team can be one that I can see making a deep run in COD Champs because they're just playing. They played so well at Major 4. They made the Cinderella run to even qualify for COD Champs. And that was due to everyone on this team, and especially Crimsix leading the troops and getting them back in line and getting them really good. So this is gonna be a fun team to watch. And at number 3 is going to be Sam or Octane, the human turret. LAT has been a weird team this season. They've just been 4 through 6, but I think everyone really knows their potential. And at the Major 4 tournament, they showed it. They absolutely fried. Everyone played really well. Kenny was on another level with the SMG, but Sam has just been that one that's been super consistent for this team throughout the whole year. Especially one thing I will say, when you do listen to this team while they're playing, his comms are really, really good. And I think he went and tweeted like he really wanted to focus on his comms and make sure that he's doing the best to provide information for his team as quick as possible, the most clear, concise comms. And you could definitely tell in listening. So definitely be sure to check that out. But if you could just look across his overall KD, all game modes, he floats at a pretty much a 1 in everything. So that's solid as a main AR. And he kind of just helps lock down the map for his team. That's always been his playstyle, just locking down the map, looking over players, and just working really well with the people around him. And it seems like LAT has found what works for them because they've just been going crazy. Like that Major 4 run was really, really impressive to beat FaZe, to beat New York. It was crazy. So I'm expecting them to do really good things at Champs. I think I had them in my one of the 2 or 3 teams in S tier when I made the tier list video. So the one thing that will make this team scary is their map pool. Kind of like what I said for Atlanta FaZe. This team is so good across all game modes. They're really good at hardpoint. They're really, really like the best team in control. their S&D is solid enough to where they're winning at least like one a series. So if they just keep that up, they might just win a ring right now. So I can see them going extremely far, and I feel like I'm saying this for like the 3 to 4 teams, and that's why champs is just going to be so interesting. But I'm expecting Sam to just go there, keep doing his thing, be the human turret, give some good comms, and look over the boys while they fry, and I could see them in the finals for sure. And at number 2 is going to be Dashy, who is pretty much in the I feel like the second spot for the MVP race as well. He's had a really good season. Numbers are great. He's won a major. Optics had a tough time after the whole like Pro Loot Illy situations, was having to change rosters, play with a new player. Illy comes back, but then he has to stop playing. So it's just been like a really hectic and stressful time for that camp over there. But Brandon has been one of those players that has just been like one of the backbones for Optic for them to keep finding consistent success. And his stats are just crazy. His stats are crazy. 1.2 overall, 1.19 hardpoint, 1.19 S&D, 1.24 in control. So these things, like, these aren't really like normal stats. These are extremely high stats. And you're always gonna find him in the power position, just locking down a lane, just beaming people, because that's what he does best, just shooting extremely straight. So when you do get in a gunfight with him, it's never gonna be an easy one, especially when he's in a head glitch or in a really good position. So he just makes sure he watches over the boys. He just is like the guardian angel for that team, and his thing is nothing but beams, and that really is all he does shoot. So this team with Shotzi, Illy, Scump, and Brandon, Dashy, like probably some of the best teams that these players are going to be on. Like those 4 players are so good and they work really well together. So I think they're going to be one of the 4 teams I could see really making a deep run at champs if they could just put it together. From the practice from Major 4 into champs is going to be everything for this roster to try and get back to that point where they once were, where they were just dominating. And when they were at their best, they were dominating in control. Control is going to be that game mode where they just need to win again. They were like 16-3 or 16-2 through like Major 1 and Major 2 on control. So if they can get that game mode to that point again, or any one of their game modes to that point and respawn, they're going to go so far, because their S&D is actually looking really solid right now. In the old Optic teams, S&D was always like the thing where they kind of were hit or miss on. They were always dominant at respawn, and their S&Ds were struggling. But now their S&Ds are really good. They just need to get dominant on one respawn mode, and they can make a run for that ring. And at number 1 is going to be Cellium, which he is like the main AR for Atlanta FaZe. It didn't start like this in the beginning of the season. RC's was the main AR, but Cellium just kind of like plays this role more now, while Alec will pull out the sub and make the plays, and MC just kind of posts up, stays alive. He's a very hard kill. You know, he's never going to give you a freebie. If there's something that he could snake close by, he's going to play his life. But I respect that, and I agree. I promote snaking. Snaking is good in Call of Duty. I'm in favor of snaking. I love hitting some snakes too. But his stats just crazy. Overall KD 1.24, 1.27 hardpoint KD, S&D 1.2, control 1.2. And this team's just been finding so much success this season, not getting wins, but placing the highest average placing out of any team throughout Call of Duty Vanguard. And there'll just be some games where he completely takes over. Like on Bokic hardpoint, you'll just see him drop a 40 and absolutely fry a team, or you'll just see it across tournaments and stuff. So he's just one of these players that has, while he's still like just kind of playing a little slow and just posting up with his AR, he could still do so much for his team by staying alive, being annoying, looking over the squad, and just also making plays across all game modes. He doesn't have a weak game mode or anything where he really struggles in. His damage is good across all modes. Let's see, let's say his S&D. Let's compare his S&D to his teammates actually, just to see. Let's scroll here. Shout out Breaking Point GG. We'll see the team stats for Vanguard. Because if he's a BZ on his team, so he probably doesn't get that many first bloods. But I just want to see it, just to, you know, check it out. Yeah, he's the lowest first blood percentage on his team. So they pretty much leave him in the late rounds, staying alive, to be the clutcher for that team. And that's just his job, to just stay alive, finesse, clutch at the end of the round, and then just be a hard kill throughout the map. But Cellium will probably be the MVP of this season, in my opinion. You guys can let me know in the comments who you think will be the MVP, but I think that it's going to be given to Cellium. We're going to find out at champs, though. But yeah, Cellium, he's the number 1 AR, or main AR in the game right now at the moment. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of your 1 through top 5. I will see you in the next one. And as always, my name's Attach, and I'm out. Peace.